The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start. And he's coming out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So NC State's offense will have first crack at this one. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to pass, it's Rousseau. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Looked as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Blue Devils are flying down the field. Tight end now in motion. Rides to back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Adkins. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Duke.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. NC State quick to the line.
Hey, on offense, you just got to stay ahead of the sticks, and a big part of that is finding positive production on first down. When you've got this guy in the backfield, there's a lot of ways you can do that. You're going to hand it off to him, but how about dialing up the pass play on first down and just letting him go to work to set up second and short?
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. The give on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 40. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a grab past the marker. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Try and play action. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a space. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Under fire. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Now from inside the red zone. Working the middle, it's complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. To the air, it's Rousseau. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Floats it out in space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Mississippi State is ahead early in Stark Vegas, but that's not exactly Dak Prescott out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Missouri.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's got it for a big play. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Rousseau. Unloads it left. Got his man. Good, solid pickup arm. That one, they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. NC State going up tempo. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed, but they've ran this route so many times together.
NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Oh, they're after him. Moving away from pressure. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. He's looking to pass. Here's the pressure. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, NC State! They punctuate the chant with a trip to the end zone.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll keep it on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack on 3rd down. Hauls it in. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's got an open man. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Well, tip your hat. Defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They'll send out the kicker here from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now they take the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Adkins. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Wide open on the right, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Fair catch, called for and made. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give from the gun, finding open areas. There he goes. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Grabbed in the middle, it's Douglas. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. Looking for a man. It's Adkins. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Clemson has the lead currently, but they've been in a dogfight all day today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over North Carolina. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Makes the grab. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the left. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He's looking to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going to the running game. Shows a little flash as he slips his way out to the 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Blue Devils can really attack on this second and short. Off the boot, looking for his man. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Atkins. Rushes on him. Keeps looking downfield. Open space at the 25. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Blue Devils will have it first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go with a direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the pack. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Rousseau. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Hand off from the shotgun. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
The Wolf snap to the up man. It's a fake. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, the ground game. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Douglas. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They got it. It's blocked. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs.
And what a great big-time effort. Not taking a play off, getting in there, penetrating on the field goal unit. And how big is that for the scoreboard? Now this game remains a 1-possession game. Now your offense has a chance to go get you right back in this ball game.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass, it's Rousseau. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Dropping back, it's Atkins. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Looking for the end zone. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The inside handoff. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Right through his hands. You just have to make that catch, and it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. Nestles it in at the 35. And the returner will be brought down. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Atkins. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner will be knocked down. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Defense just has to do a better job in coverage, guys. They did a great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target.
Fires toward the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. So now it's 2nd and long. after the incompletion. Back to the passing game. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. And it's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. Over. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Rousseau. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it and still on his feet. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. Trying to pound their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after.
Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. Swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Adkins. Caught near the sidelines, he'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They tied it up with a touchdown drive, got some good work from their defense, and now here in the 4th quarter, an opportunity to move on top. Quick release by the QB. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Out of the backfield, he's open. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. NC State quick to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Snagged out of the air. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Runs through a tackle. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give out of the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. And now this offense on first and goal has a chance to break the tie late. To the air, it's Rousseau. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. A design run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to throw, it's Rousseau. Looking to the big tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the returner is stopped. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Snags him quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've...
Oh, he's got some space. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Quick completion to the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Power football with the run. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. He now has 79 yards rushing in this win, and he is well on his way to a 1,500-yard season. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. NC State going up tempo. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Adkins. Bringing the heat. Finds some fresh air. Breaks into the open. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent.